All right, Thoughtbox 14. um, I was debating on what to make this particular one about. Um, and I think I'm gonna do a Thoughtbox on not going after stuff, but have it come to you. In a rant ramble I just recorded a little while ago, I was doing the analogy of in relationships, people go after the sex relationship, and how, like, if you do everything else that comes and it's better. I was using that, and when I was mentioning, I was thinking about this too. I have a list of stuff I'm gonna be talking about, like topics I'm in, and when I was talking about that, I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna use that for this, you know. But there's other things too, like money. Money is the easy one because everyone wants money, right? If you go after money, you'll never have enough of it. If you let it come to you, you'll have more than enough. Think about it. Think about it. The richest men on earth want more money. They have billions of dollars and they always want more. It's never enough because they're chasing after it. People who do what they love, they have enough money to do the things that they want and need to do. And they have extra even. Just on how they approach it. Just on how they approach it. Some people want to be liked by people, right? So they do all these things. They make themselves and contort themselves, douse them up themselves to fit this mold that they think people accept, and people don't like them because they come off as fake. People who just living, who just doing them, just just living. People naturally like them. It's almost the law of opposites that I talk about every now and then. You know, whatever it is, whatever it is that you want, and this levels now, that you want, don't go after it. Have it come to you. Now, those things shouldn't be things you want. What I mean is that um, they come. Sex, money, popularity. These things come naturally without you doing any work whatsoever at all to get them. When you do the work, when you apply that energy into the work you're supposed to be doing, the work generates those things automatically. It's not an excuse to just do anything because, by its very nature, you can't just do anything when you're doing your work. You can't. You have to approach it wisely, with knowledge as well as separate things, and as pure as you can. If you do that, if you do that, if you approach everything with love, if you do that, these things automatically happen. And it kind of turns from a conquest thing into a gift. It's something you wasn't even expecting, but it's nice to have, and it's off of air. That, if we could get that, that's big too. I always save things like this, these like building block things, these foundation things for thought boxes. Because when we get these things, all of them, all these things I talk about, when we get these, myself included, we'll be better people and we'll produce better things. All the fruits that come from us, be it our work, children, relationships, whatever. Even as simple as the words that come out of our mouths, all the fruits that we produce will be edifying for a minute, not just for the next generation, but forever. forever. These things will come. That's the thing about it. You know? I know for me, right? Because while I'm recording this, I'm kind of doing my music push, right? And there's certain things like promoting myself, right? If I didn't have my cousin like suggesting things and doing these things for me, I wouldn't even think to do it. It wouldn't get done. I wouldn't even think to do it, and the work wouldn't be where it needs to be. So that's a case in point of there's stuff you need to do, stuff you need to be aware of, and if you can have someone around you that is on that, I will eventually have to get like a manager or whatever to deal with that, because that's important. At the same time, if I do what I'm doing, people who will hear it by word of mouth will get around whatever, and it'll become what it's going to be anyway. But that's no excuse, for if you can do it, to just let it slide. There's no excuse for that. It differs and it depends, and the trick is knowing when it does. Like something I'm doing, like for these shows, I have 3 set lists plotted out now. 'Cause I know of 3 shows that I could do. I'm waiting for 2 more. I'm gonna make a set list for those. But how I set the set list out is that, okay, first of all, I have basically too many songs to do in one show. So I said, okay, in this show, not even set, in this show, I'll do these songs, and I'll have this particular one in it. Then in the second show, I'll have another set of songs, for the most part, and I'll leave this one out. And same thing for the third. So everyone who comes to the show get like a song that's just for them. Now, you could think of it as, it'll make people want to come to your show. So you kind of like spinning things to make, to like manipulate things, right? On a level, I guess it is that. But when I first conceived of it, like just off of air, when I first thought of it, it was like, okay, I have too many songs. How can I do this? It'd be cool if each show had a particular song that the people who just came to that show, it'll be for them. Just off of that, just off of something special for them, as a thank you for coming out to listen. It becomes, the whole, on each show he does, you don't know what songs he's going to do, so each show special. It becomes that, but automatically. It's subtle, because if I approach it the opposite way, it might still work, but it'd be tainted, and somewhere down the line, it'll come back to haunt me. That's the thing of it. All these things are subtle. All these principles, all these foundation stuff, all these things are subtle things. And if you approach it in the wrong way, that's it. I mean, like, I'm not even thinking about leaving a legacy. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not living day to day with that in my mind. My thought process is this: I'm put here to do music. I'm going to do the music as best I can with what I have. That's it. That's as much as I'm thinking. That's as far ahead as I'm thinking. If I do my work to the best of my abilities, it will automatically become a legacy. It'll exist, because people will like it, relate to it, whatever it is, share it, whatever, and it'll automatically do it. So all energy I place in on all energy I could be placing on making this a legacy and focus on legacy and longevity, like, it's a waste, because if I just put that energy into making the songs the best it could be, and improving myself and all these things. Just the natural sequence of events, the principles of it, will do the work for me for that. Because at the end of the day, you can't make something a legacy. You can't make someone like you for real. Levels. For a short amount of time, sure. Hell, look at like Milli Vanilli. Look at any group or person like that, in any aspect and walk of life. Sure, they have their 50 minutes of fame, and then it's gone. You know? You just gotta do things, but you gotta do things because it's the thing to do, not because it could get you. Because when you do that, you don't get anything for real. Whatever we think we can see or do or know is small. Really, really small. It's abundant. It's over. It's extra. That's how the blessing is. It's extra. And whoever listens to this, wherever they are, wherever they on, take blessing however you want to take it. Right? The gift of it, the reward, the harvest, or whatever of it, the return of it, the boomerang of it, right? It's always more than we could ever even imagine. It's always extra. It always overflows. Always. When we say, I'm giving 2 and I'm expecting 10 back, we put that out there. 10 will come back. When it's supposed to be 100. See what I said? So just do it. Just do it. Whatever comes back could come back. You can't manipulate it. If you manipulate it, it's not what it is. It's in your image that you make it, and it's not gonna be what it's supposed to be. I mean, like these simple things like this gets people thrown off, completely thrown off. I've chased things, and I have them not at all now. I have them not at all. And it made me realize, wait a minute. I use an example of school. When I was in school, high school, I kept to myself. I just did me. People came into me. People approached me for friendship or hang out or whatever. Right? That's how life is. I have a friend who does the opposite. Remember I was talking about people who like try and make themselves into what people like? I have a friend like that. And it's to the point where they don't... It's hard for them to be truly accepted by the people they want to be accepted by, and that's a whole level of stuff too. And that made me realize it too. It's like those two things married made me say, wait a minute here. There's a principle there. Because it's not just me and it's not just this person. It's everyone. I realize that when they chase after something, they never get it. And the stuff that they think not important they getting off other stuff they doing. Where someone else look at them and say, oh wow, I wish I had that. I mean, I'm like that. There's things that people around me have that, I wish I had. In the way they had it or whatever. However you want to look at it. Sure, I'm human. But then I realize the stuff I have that they don't have that they probably want. And neither of us happy. So it's something there too. That became part of that thought process as well. Things will come. Don't use it as an excuse to just do nothing. That's when you have to do the right thing for the right reasons at the right time. When those three things are in line, things come. Things come. It's funny, man. You know what this reminds me of? I'm gonna close it out on this. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Super Saiyan. Everyone wanted to be Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. How do we get there? We need to be Super Saiyan. Goku became a Super Saiyan by letting his anger overtake him. Wanting to, I think in that moment, kill Frieza. When Frieza killed Krillin. In that moment. And that was the thing. That flipped the switch. But Vegeta, and I love this example. Vegeta became a Super Saiyan, but how it happened was, like up until the point he became it, he was training extra hard, almost killing himself to do it. And he flew off to a planet, and he's still training some more, and he couldn't get there. He couldn't get it, and he gave up. He said, "I don't care anymore. I don't care about it anymore." And the minute he did, the switch flipped. He became Super Saiyan. From anime, we can learn lessons. That always stuck with me though. Things come, not by the way we think they will. Because who are we? What do we really know? We trap it. We trap it in our own devices that we've created, with the shoddy materials that we have, and then expect something beautiful. How? It can't. We've trapped it. We've cut it off at the knees and expect it to like run and carry us on its back. It can't. It can't. Just a thought.